In the Buddha's time, there was a monk who had become discouraged and was thinking about giving up. When the Buddha asked him if it was true, the monk said, "Yes, sir, it is true." The Buddha then said, "Monk, you are ordained and have the opportunity to free yourself from the rounds of rebirth, yet you are giving up. Even in the past, when the wise had lost their kingdoms, they still did not give up. Their resolutions and effort ended up winning back their thrones." And so, the Buddha told a story of the past. Once upon a time, a long time ago, when Brahmadatta was reigning in Benares, the Bodhisattva was born as a prince named Silawa, which means Prince Goodness. Once he became king, he was known as King Mahasilawa. One day, King Mahasilawa found that one of his ministers was corrupt. After examining the evidence, the king found the minister's guilt to be obvious. He had the corrupt minister arrested and said, "You acted inappropriately. You had a position of power, and instead of serving the people's interests, you served only your own. You are not worthy to live in my country. Take your belongings, wife, and family, and leave my country. Do not return." The banished minister left the Kasi country and offered himself in service to the king of Kosala. The corrupt minister told the king of Kosala, "Your Majesty, the kingdom of Benares is ripe for you to invade. The king is weak and feeble. Even a small contingent of soldiers could conquer the entire country." The king of Kosala was wary of this minister. He had heard that the kingdom of Benares was large and powerful. How could a small force conquer it? He grew suspicious and said, "You must be a traitor. You must have been sent to try to fool me." "No, sire, I speak the truth. But if you doubt my words, all you have to do is send a small group of men disguised as bandits to go massacre a village over the border. I promise you that after they are caught, the king will let them go scot-free and even give them gifts. Such as a fool he is. You can test this for yourself." So the king of Kosala sent a group of soldiers dressed as bandits to massacre a small border village in the kingdom of Kasi in Benares. The bandits were captured and brought before the king of Benares. The king of Benares was clearly affected by these senseless killings. The king said, "My children, why have you murdered innocent villagers?"
"My lord, we had no choice. We are not able to make a living in order to survive, so we resorted to this method."
Given his bottomless compassion, King Mahasilawa felt sympathy for the bandits. He knew that no punishment could bring back the dead villagers. If these men had done the killing out of necessity, then the king felt responsible for not caring for his subjects properly. He then said, "Then why did you not come to me for help? See that you never do this again." He had gifts and supplies given to the bandits. The soldiers masquerading as bandits returned and reported their findings to the king of Kosala. Still not satisfied, the king of Kosala sent out another raiding party, but this time to the heart of the kingdom, and they too were sent home with supplies by the king of Benares. Then, for a third time, a party was sent to the very streets of Benares, and they too were sent home with supplies. The king of Kosala was now satisfied that the king of Benares was a weak ruler.
The king of Kosala sent out to Benares with a large army of troops and elephants.
Benares had an elite group of 1,000 brave and skilled warriors serving the king. These men would gladly fight for their kingdom and king. When they found out the king of Kosala was marching towards Benares with a large force, they begged King Mahasilawa for permission to engage the enemy. King Mahasilawa was not scared of death, nor of loss. Instead, he valued the lives of his subjects and his soldiers. So instead of ordering them to fight, he said, "Let no one suffer because of me. Let those who wish for my kingdom seize it if they will." The king of Kosala crossed the border unassailed and then entered the capital unopposed. Once again, the brave soldiers of Benares begged to engage and drive back the enemy, but they were not allowed to do so. "None shall attack or fight against the invaders." The king of Kosala entered the palace and found no one standing in his way. When he got to the throne room, he saw King Mahasilawa sitting on his throne, surrounded by 1,000 elite warriors. The king of Kosala demanded, "Fight me, or relinquish your throne."
"We will not fight you."
The king of Kosala then ordered his army to capture and bind King Mahasilawa and all of his ministers. The elite warriors were so disciplined that not a single warrior disobeyed and fought back. What did you learn from this story? We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads.